Are you ready for dramatic swoop-in aerial footage of freshly Broadforked, permanently raised beds? I hope so. Whoa. Some nice beds, brother. Oh, thank you. So what I was just using right there is the Broadfork. It's the hardpan Broadfork made by Johnny's Seed Company. The idea behind it is minimal tillage. So we did our initial till of this plot several weeks back and then covered it with a tarp. Moving forward, we're going to try to stay away from any kind of tilling aside from an initial till, because we have the whole rest of that land to prepare. So you can't really escape that first one. It's something that throughout our farming future we are going to try to stay away from. We really believe in the importance of not disturbing the microbiology down there. So when we're preparing these beds for planting, we need to use this Broadfork in order to perforate the soil and kind of invert it a little bit. That way we can sink some of this compost down there to start adding more organic material, because right now it's pretty much just clay. So it's a bit of an issue, specifically with all the rainfall we've had recently. So the amount of clay in these beds is really kind of inhibiting the methods of efficiency we use when we're transplanting. Normally we're kind of blowing through these things very quickly, just like bada bing, bada boom, there it is, there it goes, bada bing. But there's so much clay in some of these beds where we're having to kind of dig more, and it kind of interrupts that flow. But it's going pretty well. I'm liking how it's turning out. It's nice to have some plants in the ground. Kind of reminds me of a song. Plants in the ground, plants in the ground. We're looking like a farmer for plants in the ground. Grow 'em up.
And it was different every time. Sometimes they would say
Podcasts are like our number one source of companionship when we're working out here. She's got a Tim Ferriss, Vince Vaughn podcast going on. Isn't it great? It's like, I enjoy it better than music.
Yeah, I do too.
So what do you got going on?
I have some things that I planted in 2 small trays, so we're going to...
Is that true?
We're going to pot them up and give them some water.
Cool. We'll do a little demonstration of that, yeah?
Sure. This is basil. Our second round of basil is not quite ready yet. And this is starting to lose color.
Massive. Yeah, these are aching to get out.
So if you look, this one, it needs more room.
Oh, those poor little roots.
So we're going to give it some more room.
You can almost hear them like, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. I'm all by my lonesome on the farm today. It's amazing that Cat trusts me with this place. Got the keg delivery coming around 1. Yeah, but lots to do today. Big rain yesterday, but it looks like everything really enjoyed it. That's a testament to our bed prepping. So if we didn't do that well, all this clay would be drowning our little babies. As you can see, being that I already popped them out of the trays and laid them down appropriately over their spots, it kind of just streamlines this part. So, like I talked about, it's really important for us to be able to get into a bit of a workflow out here and kind of take the human error out of it by just going on autopilot. Jay, why do you have a propane tank hooked up to a flamethrower? Well, I can answer that question for you. So this is a contraption called a flame weeder. We hook it up to said propane tank, and what we do is we course over the very surface of the prepared bed here. And what that does is it eliminates any of the weed seeds that may have germinated as the soil was turned up. And it's not really the flame that does it, it's more of the heat. It hits them on a cellular level. But before I get started, I have an impersonation that I can gift you with. So this is going to be my impersonation or best impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger from the first Predator movie. So this right here is the 4-row pinpoint seeder that we're going to be used to direct seed some salad mix and some arugula. I'm starting to say arugula like Kat does. I say arugula. She says arugula. Let's leave it up to the audience to decide who's right. Arugula, like I say it, or like Kat says it, arugula. I won't take offense if I'm wrong, but anyway. Yeah, I'm going to use this. We're going to see how it goes. I've actually never used it before. It's kind of one of those things that we just saw what everyone else was using and we decided to try it. And we'll see how it works for us. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Crikey, what have we got here? We've got some deer tracks.
And I've got a busted deer fence. It's no bueno. No bueno. It looks like the strategy we were using to hold the deer off isn't really working. They're on to us. So I guess we're gonna have to reassess our deer fencing position. Maybe spring for some mesh fencing, or maybe I really do need a 50 caliber machine gun nest. I think I see some. I've decided to conceal myself in the high grass, armed with a blade and a blade only. After spotting a breach in the deer fence, and beyond that, a herd of deer at least 20 strong. I'm outnumbered, but I've got the element of surprise on my side. If this comes down to a battle, and I don't make it, tell my story, passers-by. Tell my story how one farmer stood against 20 deer to save his veggies. Let's do this. It's like the second Predator reference today.